Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Now let's go and do this quest.
Good evening. Yes? Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion gate and saved the city? Take care.
Have you heard that Arentus Falvius can summon creatures?
It seems an odd skill for a priest.
How about that?
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I have heard that Nord warriors have traveled from Skyrim with orc mercenaries to assault the Rhetoric of Rome.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynal Draelus, will be allowed access. The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information. Yes? Get away! Oh, please. Goodness. Well done. You can't scare me. You're... Really now? You're such a charmer. You're a Please, I'm Good. You should be ashamed. Really? What a great story. All right, I get it. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynal Draelus, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynal arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble. Excuse me. It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Pay your fine, or I'll haul you away. Then pay with your blood! Excuse me. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainil Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainil, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainil convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainil character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation? I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainil. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainil is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught. I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainil has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainil is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. Keep up the good work, I suppose.
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it? What? You too.
One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Thank you, kind sir. Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Not that I've ever seen him myself, mind you. Blessings of anew upon ye.
Hey, what's going on with you?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Hlalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the troubles subside quickly.
Good night.
Take care.
Yes?
How goes
Take
it?
care.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
How are you? I've been better. How about that? Aren't we lucky to have a skilled healer in town? A good healer makes for a happy town, and Sirak almost seems like another Nord to me. Goodbye. Greetings, Imperial. I'm really tired. Can we get on with this? I was at Olav's earlier, and I ran into this Dunmer named Rainiel Dreles. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness vampire hunter. Bruma is a perfect town for a Nord man of leisure. Bracing mountain air, good food and drink, and lively Nord fellowship. My favorite customer. What do you got? Shadow hide you.
Brach Callis, alchemist, advanced training, available by appointment. I'm retired from public practice. I only take students in alchemy to support my hobbies. Good day.
Hello! What can I do for you today? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Rainiel killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. The Countess is Heartland Nibanian, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen, but most others are as Nordish as you'll find. Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Not that I've ever seen him myself, mind you. I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know. Go ahead. Was that not bad? Don't, please. I'm sorry. No more. You're frightening me. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? You're full of it. Yes, whatever. That's a bit excessive. Whatever you... Don't be sick. You're full of it. I'm not buying that one. Don't be sick. Whatever you want. Ike's was... Yeah, I get... What? Sure, that's not bad. Rainiel's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either. Hello! What can I do for you today? And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment. Just look for me if you need anything else. This is a grand day. Greetings.
All right, then. I'm listening. What? Goodbye.
Yes? Farewell.
What? Take care.
And my game crashed, so see you back at this spot.
I'm really tired. Can we get on with this? Shadow hide you.
Hello.
Have you ever heard
I can
Olga
do?
tell her?
Oh, you're back. So, any new revelations in your, investigation? How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Galaborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Galaborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Hello. Do you have any more questions? I'm afraid I know little more. Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm...
Greetings. What can I do for you? Farewell.
Oh, hello. Whatever I can do.
Have you noticed all the city guards are roaming around the city as if looking for someone?
I'm not surprised.
I wonder what that's all about.
The way she handles a bow.
Is
What's the
that
news
so?
from Brach Callis, alchemist, advanced...
They
You
say
too.
that when you... Anything else I can help with? Just look for me if you...
How are you?
Okay, so where are the guards?
What's this about? Is there a problem? It's a simple job. Go get a journal from Fallen Rock Cave. Shouldn't that be a cinch for a fighter guild contract? You too. What is it, sir? Someone needs to get Skjorta under control. You'd think Olfan would be the one to do it. Farewell. Oh.
What is it now?
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him. If all you say is true, Raynal will answer for Braden's death. Raynal will pay for both crimes. Gelliborn was likely another innocent he's slain. I'll make sure Skingrad City Watch hears of this. I can't wait to get my hands on Raynal. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. I understand that Bumf Gragash trains other Fighter Guild members on the proper use of heavy armors. Please hurry. Raynal may make a... Let's hear it. Great.
Okay, let's go get a horse.
Let's hear it.
Now, this is actually a timed quest, so if you don't do it in a one day, the Raynal will
Go
get
ahead.
away.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck. How do you do? This is... I'm just warming up!
Okay, where's the body? Minion? What did you do with his body?
Get this over with!
How are you today?
I was praying for your swift return. What news do you bring? I knew I'd recognize Raynil. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Raynil, that time is lost. Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice
Okay, so we got this amulet.
has been done.
And we're basically done with Bruma quests.
See anything you like? Wow, Palinaria is a tough negotiator. Hard to get her prices down. Can I interest you in some of my wares? You A good price for a good customer. Come back and see me again. Farewell.
Please be generous, kind sir. Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Akatosh upon ye.
Well, speak, citizen. I understand that Bumf Gragash trains other Fighter Guild members on the proper use of heavy armors. Good day.
I'm listening. Go ahead, please. Bye.
Go ahead, please. You too.
Hi. What? I overheard that the vampire hunter who was in town was a fake. It was apparently a ruse to get his hands on Braden's key to a treasure chest. You too.
How do you do? From Kvatch will change.
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
The Altmer have powerful...
What do you want?
Is there a problem? I understand that Bumf Gragash... Good.
Okay, now what should we do next?
What is it, citizen? Trouble? Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow is falling across all of Tamriel. Carry on.
Warming up, you pathetic worm.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Take me down. Am I supposed to be impressed? Jump on my sword while you can. Am I supposed to be impressed? Let's get this over with. Today, you die! Oh! Oh! See anything you like? I offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. That's a... You drive a... You've got a great deal there. Thank you. Farewell, maybe.
Okay, now let's go and train some skills. Let's see.
Hello.
Okay, so that's 2 points in endurance. Oh, nice. Now we can also repair magic items. Hell yeah. And we will continue this in the next episode, so if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and see you next time. Thank you.